Yeah, those sites have definitely made it a lot easier to pass around videos.
Yeah, I mean, it's really helped us. I mean, uh, before YouTube and before sites that allowed you to just upload and get channels going and share videos. It was a lot harder for us. I mean, I've been doing movie work like this in the Quake community since 1998, and it was always a matter of back then uploading it and finding the server space and being able to handle the bandwidth of putting up. Our one of our larger first movies was Quad God back in 1998, and it was a 33-minute film done in the machinima format, and we didn't want people to have to own the game to be able to watch the movie, so we ended up having a 300 meg download file, and that was pretty big back then when the majority of people weren't on like a cable connection.
Yeah, yeah, we all remember those days. How long does it take to render one scene?
Well, right now, I pretty much. I mean, in the beginning, it took a little bit longer to get an episode punched out because I was still creating a lot of the material that was being used in them. But right now, I'm on a pretty steady flow of being able to get work done. I mean, depending on the complexity depending on what the scene is, it can take anywhere from 40 seconds a frame to 5 or 6 hours per frame, depending on the lighting and depending on what's going on in the animation. But right now, I'm able to get to the point where I'm cranking out one episode every 2 months.
You ready?
Yeah, the episodes that I've seen so far have all been really, really badass. Definitely waiting for the next ones.
Yeah, we have the next one's November 1st. That's the Amulet, and that's got some really, really kick-ass music from Sunny. There's a really, really cool fight scene in there, and we kind of went after the clan arena format from Quake Live, and we actually used one of the Quake Live clan arena maps that came out exclusively with Quake Live. So yeah, it's a really cool part, and that's November 1st. And actually, right now we're rebooting the pilot episode. When I originally had done it, let's just say at this point I'm not happy with it, and so I started reworking that pilot episode, which tells the story of Doom and his abduction. We're now redoing it so that it fits more into the mold of the Doom 1 storyline, and so there's a lot of custom material in there and a lot of really, really good music work that Sonny's putting out for it.
No, I'm looking forward to that. Have you ever thought about putting some of the rendering that you do with the arenas? Have you ever thought about putting that into like a cut from a frag movie?
As far as mixing like Quake Live fight footage with some of the renderings, I have thought about doing that. I haven't taken the time to do it just since I've been kind of wrapped up in completing these 2-month deadlines that I've been I kind of put myself on a schedule to put these things out every 2 months. But I have thought about actually recreating some specific scenes with the pre-rendered material and mixing it in with some of the Quake Live fight videos.
Okay. Well, when it's all over, said and done, do you plan on making a DVD copy for the whole series to sell to the public?
Well, it's not something we could really sell. I mean, we really don't own the rights to any of the id Software games or anything like that. But I do plan on putting it on DVD. If anybody does want a copy, if they want to pay for shipping, then I'll be happy to send them a really a good HD copy of it. The final will actually not even be in episode format. It will be cut into an hour and 10-minute film. So you'll be able to watch the entire storyline. We have 2 more episodes left before we actually finish up the main story, but I do plan on continuing to do more episodes that are non-related to the current story. But I do plan to keep more episodes coming out.
you decide you need some help, with the DVDs, your shipping, anything like that, getting the word out for them, feel free to let us know. Be happy to drop the advertisement for you at any time, and maybe we can help you package them up and get them out.
Oh, any help's always appreciated. Anything that can kind of, give exposure to the show and, get us more hits, get more people interested in it, get Sonny's name out there more. I mean, he does some really, really good work, and it's only gotten better since he started.
Yeah, just to make sure, if you haven't seen the Arenas channel on YouTube, it's youtube.com, and the user is Director Goss. That would be DIRECTORGOSS. Sonny, tell us about the equipment that you use when you're composing your music.
Well, currently I'm using Cubase 5 as my sequencer host software. I have access to all 4 of the Spectrasonics plugins, which include synthesizers, bass, and percussion. I'm also using Guitar Rig 2 for my guitar amplifier, which is a software-based amplifier, obviously. I have a Schecter Hot Rod 39 guitar and an M-Audio 49 key MIDI trigger, and I'm also using M-Audio studio monitors, and that's more or less it. Handful of plugins here and there. I'm also using some IK multimedia stuff. Let's see, Miroslav Orchestra, I'm using that, Philharmonic, and that's basically it at the moment. I'm working on expanding my studio as we move along here, and anyway, that's about it.
Sonny, what do you use for your inspiration when you're composing?
Well, when it comes to first-person shooters, actually that's an interesting question, because initially when I got involved in first-person shooters, I hadn't really given any consideration to doing any soundtracking work. And as I got deeper into them, I began to realize that the music played a massive part in creating the atmospheric ambience, for lack of a better word. And I began to really enjoy how the synthesizers pulled everything together. The really dark, menacing synthesizers, the really dark, kind of yummy stuff that's going on there. And so games like Doom and Quake and Painkiller, Halo, all of them, all the first-person shooters that have a real dark side to them, I kind of gravitate towards that stuff. And in particular, Doom. Doom was my first impact on first-person shooters. God, the influences are all over the place, but those are the main ones when it comes to the type of this type of music.
That's really kick-ass. What's your personal website again?
It is Mystic Realmz, MysticRealmz.com, and I also have a MySpace page with the same name.
MySpace/Mystic Realmz?
That is correct.
I'm assuming you do have previews and promos of your stuff you've composed on MySpace and your website, of course.
Absolutely. Go on to the media page and the news page on my personal my Mystic Realmz website. That's where you get the music there, and obviously on MySpace, it's just got the music player. One thing I wanted to say before I forget, that working with Joe has been a real pleasure. He is a very patient and very kind guy, and he's been saying some wonderful things about my music tonight, and I just wanted to say I appreciate that.
Alright, well that concludes the interview, and up on the site you will be seeing plenty of exclusive videos that have not been released to the public, that's you guys, up until now, so be sure to go check that out. But first, we've got some things that have been pissing us off this week.